In the 1980s, Donald Trump walked into Atlantic City like a king. He built casinos with gold-plated ceilings, slapped his name on every surface, and promised he'd win big. But within a few years, bankruptcy, multiple times. That didn't stop him from selling himself as America's ultimate winner. And now, in 2025, he's back in the Oval Office, this time with more power, fewer guardrails, and one very familiar playbook. I'll be a dictator, just for one day. Donald Trump, November 2023, Hannity interview. On January 20th, 2025, Trump was sworn in again. But this wasn't 2017's chaotic outsider entry. This was a calculated return. In his inaugural speech, he promised retribution, not unity. He framed his comeback as a fight against the so-called deep state and pledged to drain the swamp again. But this time, the swamp seems to be filling with loyalists. I am your retribution. Trump at CPAC 2023. DOJ shakeup. Within the first week, Trump replaced top DOJ officials with political allies. An executive order signed on January 20th, 2025, created a new agency, the Department of Governmental Efficiency, DOGE, led by none other than Elon Musk. Musk's official government appointment? The Department of Governmental Efficiency, DOGE. So why Musk? Why DOGE? And what does a tech mogul have to do with governing a nation? Musk praised Trump's deregulation in 2023 and endorsed him in mid-2024. Now, Musk oversees DOGE, a department tasked with eliminating inefficiency in federal agencies, but with unchecked influence over AI policy, data control, and infrastructure contracting. DOGE may sound like a meme, but it's dead serious. Insiders call it a shadow government. Critics call it a technocracy. America needs disruption. Government should run like a startup. Elon Musk, 2024. Startups fail all the time. And Trump's startups, casinos, airlines, stakes, 7 bankruptcies. That's not disruption, that's dysfunction. This administration isn't hiding its ambition. Trump has floated eliminating term limits. Again, he's joked about being president for life. But history has seen this before. Hugo Chavez removed term limits in Venezuela, centralizing power. Vladimir Putin altered Russian law to stay in power. President for life? Maybe we'll have to give that a shot someday, Trump said in 2018. Jokes? Maybe, but Trump has a history of turning jokes into policy. Let's look at the first 70 days. Signed loyalty order. Federal employees must pledge to uphold America First ideals. DOJ media probe. Launched investigations into biased press outlets. National Guard federalization bill. Attempting to put state militias under federal control. Protests. Thousands rally outside Capitol in March 2025. We've seen this before, but only in other countries, with democracies on the brink. And now it's unfolding right here. Beyond politics, let's talk about personality. Trump's thirst for power isn't new. It's his brand. And like any brand, it's been bankrupt multiple times. Trump Taj Mahal, bankrupt. Trump Airlines, failed. Trump University, shut down after fraud lawsuit. Trump Steaks, pulled from shelves. But failure never stopped him. He turned it into a story of resilience, or in some cases, revenge. "I don't like losers," Trump has said in various interviews. He's not just a sore loser. He's a relentless one. And in 2020, he lost the election, then tried to overturn the result. Now, in 2025, he's back with something to prove. So, what happens next? America stands at a crossroads. On one path, oversight, democracy, balance. On the other, consolidation, surveillance, control. With Musk shaping digital infrastructure and Trump controlling institutions, the lines between corporate and government power are fading. What happens when democracy gets outsourced to billionaires? Trump once said he'd be a dictator for a day, but what if the clock never stopped ticking? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to get deeper insights into power, politics, and the strange future unfolding right before our eyes. Every click shapes the story. This is Tony G with Noir Trends Uncovered. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.